series. Lots of question marks drawn by Maui on that second half, but we'll have to begin with them on the T side. Lots of utility. Double molly, triple smoke, flashbang to boot. They've got it all, Harry.
All the bits and pieces. Now they've just got to put them in the right place. Can't be easier said than done, though. NaVi with a triple B lean right away out of the gate to open up this pistol round. Gonna throw Electronic up on top of the boost. That now makes him a very annoying player to deal with. He's gonna be good to dodge some of these flashbangs that will rain on over. And that's without really even having to look away. He's gonna be a bit of an omnipresent threat towards the back of this bomb site.
Contact until it's not. With this much util, you expect a full execute. NaVi are expecting as much. 3 players here, Bit with the smoke ready to go. That's going to draw question marks for Vitality. You might just have to go through. They've invested everything they have to get into this site. They even dink Bit through the smoke. That's temptation right then and there. They hear the shot, but Perfecto fires off with 2. And this is getting weird for Vitality. 1 quick trade back, finishing the job. But NaVi, a man up and still a man in the site. Electronic causes commotion with a kill onto Apex. And now the plant denied as these smokes fade.
Yeah, they got another for CT. That's big, man. That's going to facilitate getting this bomb down. At least it would have if they were kind of quicker with it. But now NaVi have had a bit of time to group up Ruin's side. That's a big kill from dupreeh. The only man yet to have fragged in this pistol for Vitality. 3 to his name and another dink off. He now needs the ace if he wants to win this. Getting wrapped through CT. There could be a swing on this contact. He's also running out of time. 7 seconds. dupreeh gonna get this bomb down. Young's rushing him through CT, and dupreeh cannot get away. It is a damn good try. 4 out of 5, but he needed all of them if he wanted to win that pistol round for Vitality.
What a nice attempt, man. What a nice try from dupreeh. Even that climb up on the dark boxes as well to find more damage. Another headshot to Simple. He perfectly covered himself into 1v1s by going oranges there as well, but just couldn't escape it and knew he couldn't fake that bomb in the 1v1. It wasn't going to work for him. What a nice try, but not to be. NaVi with a triple stack, and that smoke down was the perfect remedy to Vitality's hit. Really slowed them off and let NaVi get grouped up in the site. Pistol round, and already very close. A good sign of things to come in this series. dupreeh can't be too dismayed. He put on a show. And a 4-spy comes out in the second with 2 AKs for Vitality. Simple the 1A, 1S. He's on the long side. Again, a triple B start for NaVi to take Banana with that util. Bit's gone all the way down. Even eating his own utility damage. Maybe worth it to get that space. dupreeh gets tagged up in the meantime in middle. Did NaVi really want to leave Bit here? You rarely see players commit to this position. But Resmoke will give him options to escape if he wants to take them. Guns getting swapped out as well. Full health from Jisk. And Bit does back up before that smoke dissipates. Bait and switch on long. Electronic and Simple. The dastardly duo. Jisk and dupreeh in middle. With ZywOo to boot.
Oh. Dude, I love that little double molly setup out of Electronic just to really slow them down. Like this NaVi utility is super preemptive. It always just kind of sucks the momentum out of these plays of Vitality. They will get into top middle eventually, right? Those mollies weren't going to hold them back forever. But here in the various ticks here and there, set Simple up with a flashbang, and Young even nades out a double in the blink of an eye.
Save.
This 4-spy for Vitality is gone. ZywOo's left saving at 4 HP. And NaVi run away with a very convincing, anti-4-spy round.
Oh, ZywOo, yeah, no guarantee with his save. They spotted him there on the jump across. He's kind of trapped out here, but he will get away with the gun. NaVi not throwing themselves at him. They take AKs out of the round as well. A perfect round up against what was a pretty meaty 4-spy for Vitality. That HE grenade absolutely destroyed them on short. Could not have been better placed inside of the boiler. And how Simple gets 2 kills while burning in a Molotov, I could not tell you. Oh, he didn't.
Because he
only got
didn't.
one.
Yeah, Some Young got the others.
Damn it. Well, it certainly looked like it. Did a lot of damage. Either way, 2-0 and an eco around this AK.
Yeah, honestly, you know, if you're NaVi, you might be thinking, like, oh, well, why didn't they hunt? Well, not only are they going to build up their own money, honestly, it's kind of nice to NaVi that Vitality's money's a bit all over the place coming into this first buy round, regardless of how you slice it, really. Especially considering it's ZywOo relegated down to lesser money. Not that I think he's going to be dying to bring out a T-side AWP. Normally see him more than happy to just run rifle rounds, but still. Does mean that first investment's going to be a little bit skew with. Bit left alone over here at the top of Banana. He really cannot afford to falter. He gets that info, spotting a player boosted up, sees that it was the rifle as well, and so he's called for an extra man to move back over. Perfecto and Bit, both armed with smokes, are going to be able to slow down this push again. It's more of this util being used to just completely deny space getting taken by Vitality.
Yeah, it's just ring around the rosy, right? Try not to let NaVi stack the site you're going to. Make sure you show presence on both sides of the map. Re-smoke as well. Vitality, they're going to run out of the clock here. Spinks is dead in middle. Now it's down to a 4-man B push. They might have to go through as this smoke fades. Boost up, trying to get a pick before they do. ZywOo, oh, he saw something. He knows Bits at the back of the site, but that is not going to help him. 20 seconds, and they're walking together. Look at this little creep into the site. ZywOo will get in. He falls off the head eventually. Nice pick. Double down. dupreeh helps out, and Vitality break their way into B. That's a bomb plant on a 1 AK round, and ZywOo looks to go further. Not too far, however. Doesn't want to give up this advantage. They've got to come to him.
Aggro angle here for ZywOo and Apex, and it's a nice little bait and switch. Right now you're hoping that Apex is discounted. They will check for him, but it doesn't make dealing with this guy any easier. Oh, traded after one. NaVi still given a reason to be interested in this round. Start to make their way in through ruins, but they've got to be quick with these kills. Flash goes out, no peek on the back of it. They've spotted dupreeh, but they're running out of time, and that kill from Magisk and his Deagle has sealed the deal on this one. It's a Vitality steal. They put a round up when really they shouldn't have. A lot of it coming from ZywOo's AK on the entry, helped out by dupreeh. And then once they got in, they had some really nice protocols in place to kind of, you know, squeak that one out.
I do love how that bottom player of the boost walked with ZywOo. They're just looking up, and I imagine they lost some vision in the smoke. That's why he fell off. But that way to just walk into the site over the smoke. If anyone was peeking, they were going to get picked. But that's a sick round to steal away, and Apex knows the impact of it. Not a round they should be winning, and a very discombobulating one at that for NaVi. You talked about that money early in the game in round 2. Well, it's already been broken just by that fact. Oh, that's the rifle gone. Bye-bye, ZywOo. Spammed by Apex on the bridge. And while NaVi were eco anyway, Simple or Electronic is going to have to go get that with their armor.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward losing ZywOo like that. Not just because now you're 4v5, which obviously sucks, but it might force you to take more of a risk here. You know, maybe you up and leave Bit away from the B site eventually, and you just say, look, they go B, we're left saving, that's fine by us.
Yeah, and while these are perfect rounds to just execute B anyway, when you know the util is lacking and the only threat is really stacks on a bomb site, well, they know ZywOo saved the rifle. They know they've just gotten the perfect kill in apps, and while NaVi are messing around trying to pick up that gun and bodyguard their way through the apartments, Vitality is just going to hit the B site. NaVi know at this point, they can tell they're sending a player on rotate, but it will be too little, and it will likely be too late.
Now, this exec's getting thrown over by Vitality. Now they intend to go through the smoke and just try to run down the pistols here. With Bit dead and Perfecto followed up onto, that is the round, right? That's kind of the nature of Inferno. Vitality get away with a flawless one, putting a second on the board, tying this game up. That's a nice way to head us in to this next pivotal buy round from the NaVi squad.
Yeah, I do like how they went for the eco in this one instead of buying up around the rifles. I think early game, CT side, low money, a lot of teams would just force up there because you can play these SMGs, you can chain flashes for fights, you can definitely win low econ rounds on a map like Inferno on CT, but NaVi just know the importance of rifle rounds, and sooner the better, really. Why let Vitality get warmed up and go on a hot streak to start this map? Instead, they're just here to trade rounds out.
Yeah, something that's kind of wild is it's going to take you a little while before you see this CT AWP brought into the fold. Not going to get to happen in this follow-up round, right? We'll just be rifles out across the board, and that's kind of all you're able to muster here. If you're Vitality, you love that. The longer you can keep that gun, just too expensive for NaVi, the better. Because this is where Simple's going to look to put in his best work with that AWP.
And safe to say, he's a requirement, right? Like, this guy can't go cold today. It's rare to even see him go quiet. He did. Everyone really did in that endpoint matchup yesterday afternoon. But it's not what we can expect typically from, from Simple of all people. Needs no introduction. But yeah, delayed to the AWP for sure. It's never a fun sign. Dunking nades, back down B. This molly in the smoke. And again, triple setup on NaVi as much as we expect to see them hitting the B-bomb site on T sides. Vitality are trying to abuse the same. Ooh. First apps take of the half. Vitality self-flashing their way back up the top of Banana. NaVi will concede it. I like this setup. They've been doing this a lot, just setting up a smoke in the choke and then a flash over Coffin. So if Vitality do go through the smoke, they come from the gray screen and it turns to a white screen, immediately blinded upon a hit. It's them waiting for the aggression, though. Expecting a flashback in for NaVi, seeing that CT player only confirms that they are fine. Vitality know that they've forced likely some of the last utility out of this B site for now. There's one Molotov left up. NaVi don't want to jump the gun on mid-aggression, but Simple's getting antsy. He's cleared out middle. He might have to rotate round now. At 25 seconds, it seems clear this is a B hit yet again.
Once more, this late util's great just to make life harder for Vitality. They've got to smoke that, try to come through. And really, this is a bit of a rough start to the B play. It's only going to get worse as the rest of the forces tried to come through that smoke. They're cut down one by one, and it ends up being a flawless round for NaVi. Gotta give some credit to how much restraint they're showing with this util on the B site. Been a consistent feature since the start of this game. And it's not really showing any signs of stopping. For Vitality, the question now becomes, well, how do you get that util out of them? You might need to start dedicating a few more resources to try and put the fear in those B players early on. That was one Molotov left at the 25-second mark, and look at how many problems it caused. They had to smoke it. Well, then they're smoked off in the choke point, and it all deteriorated from then on in.
Oh, ZywOo's burning. ZywOo is burning. Red hot. He sees the jump up and he even runs through the end of the molly. That's to avoid a nade. He knows off that spot they could nade logs, and they will. ZywOo is getting chewed up in this round. Bludgeoned to 20 health. NaVi full retake Banana with double flash behind that molly smoke combo. Bits down the bottom yet again, getting spammed. Vitality safe for now. You can have it, but we will keep the pressure on. And off goes Electronic on his merry way back to the A site. There's nades to retrieve and spawn as well. Ooh, that's a big pick, and that's going to shuffle everything. This wasn't even meant to be a B hit, but Big gets wallbanged, and look at the panic for NaVi. They don't want to just get exploded upon this bomb site. Meanwhile, so deep in A is dupreeh. If he hears Young make his step, drop off Bauk, he is going to activate. Options are there for Vitality in this 5-on-4.
Yeah, they're hedging their bets well here. Young is going to have to do a hell of a lot, right? Even though he's got Simple starting to move over, he's only holding from Speedway. So if Young doesn't go on a bit of a tear here, really we need 2 at minimum. NaVi will just be saving. Oh, the timing on that, man.
Christ.
Pulls out the Molotov to try and throw it in at like the 16-second mark. Was hoping that would ruin the A play, but the timing dictates that He gets nothing done, and that is that save that we were talking about.
That's Counter-Strike for you, baby. I mean, even if he doesn't throw that molly, the flash was perfect. But blind spam over that Molotov, yeah, it certainly could have gotten kills with the AK in that position. But you called it, Harry. It's just it's a done deal. NaVi got frightened by that B pick onto Bit, and they've been pulled completely the wrong way. Very reliant on ZywOo doing something there, and Vitality hit the nail on the head. Straight into the wood. 3 rounds now on the T side, 5 alive. It's very important considering they're yet to build up this economy. Competitive game out the gates. And many more rounds to be played. Couldn't have been worse, could it? Even got the molly down, that's the sad part.
Yeah, a little timeout for NaVi early on. And I almost wonder if they can feel that this Vitality is a little different to the time they faced them last back at Blast. Right? Obviously, even having that tiny bit of extra time to get Spinks accommodated. Get him to be a lot more influential. Because, back there, he kind of wasn't anywhere near the caliber that we've been seeing him at throughout this event, right? I think a lot of people have really become Spinks fans on the back of witnessing him here in the Pro League.
Absolutely. I mean, the more playtime you get, the better you're going to be as a roster, right? Especially when you just come off of changes and a break. Oh my goodness, ZywOo, you are a madman. And he's even going to get the kill to boot. While his teammate will fall through the molly, comes Electronic, and that's a bit optimistic. Re-molly, ZywOo says, thank you for the safety. I will escape with my life in a 4-on-3.
I really like this from Vitality, though, right? Because, just think about it for a moment. In those first 4 or 5 rounds, what we were saying was that they needed to force the hand of this util out of the B players. And so what we've seen as a trend in these last few rounds is that's where they're really going gung-ho to try and get this opening pick, to try and force this util response out of NaVi. And they've been successfully landing that now in both of these last rounds.
This is so ballsy, though. NaVi have a response. It's aggression. They've risked it all on this push-down banana, but it's a risk they had to take, and a risk that might pay off in dividends. Perfecto's even killed Apex throwing mid-util. There's no flash on this play. They've just got to go. A chimney flash comes in on the fly, and they fly into pit. Long-range fights for Simple. He needs to live. He's just spraying through it. Nade goes in deep. Perfecto misses his chance, but they won't know about the man boosted in the bomb site. Surely not. They don't clear it. Nade's out. dupreeh now got to clear it on his own, but they will double face. And in fact, Simple goes all the way around, and he is not needed as ZywOo puts up a massive double on that quick rotate back to the A site. What a play for NaVi. I love that aggro. They realize it's gone all so quiet and cold in banana. That molly that forced ZywOo back out. The doors got shut. And then NaVi poked their head right round the corner again.
Yeah, I actually love that from Electronic to kind of call Apex's bluff, right? To say, no, this is feeling like a repeat of the last round where you're all inning the B play only to culminate back over towards that A site. And so NaVi know in the 3-on-4, you kind of need to take some risks to turn that around. Yeah. And the risk came in aggroing down banana. They had a feeling it would work out, and it did.
That's a new lineup I haven't seen, to throw to the top of balcony from long side. Usually throw it from short. I wonder if NaVi comboed those 2 nades, it would get a kill. It probably would, to be honest. Obviously, timings are a big thing. You can have an expectation of when players are going to climb up balcony, but you can't know for sure. But I'd love to see a double nade kill on the T-Balk to start a round. Never seen that before. Only, the free 50 damage you get from it. That would be really nice. Not in this round, though. Vitality do own the apartments. Another double long setup. This time Simple swapping with Electronic. I like that. Keeping it fresh. If they see Simple and he gets in the kill feed, they certainly won't expect Electronic in this position. It's typically been Simple tucked in, but they molly it anyway. One too many times. He holds his shot for a second, and that second makes Apex doubt the Molotov. He gets cleared. It keeps things even in a 3-on-3. ZywOo alone in the pit, up against the world.
Yeah, but Samtaeyoung's been a rock at this A-bomb site. Gonna have to do it again, up around the smoke, playing over the top of it. Take Spinks out of the round, and now it's just ZywOo and Magisk. They've gotten in, they're gonna get this bomb down, but they haven't dealt with the pit player yet. And Samtaeyoung does not want to give up this A-bomb site. Helped out by Perfecto on that rotate over towards Moto. And the round is quickly forgotten about for Vitality.
That's the perfect way to play that position for Samtaeyoung, right? Vitality didn't have a molly or a nade to lob in pit, so they throw a smoke. And what we've seen in the past is when players get smoked there, they freeze up, they try and hide inside of it, and then they can just get cleared by a T running around the corner and spamming the smoke. They take it as a bit of a bubble of air and wait for their team to rotate in. Samtaeyoung doesn't do any of that. He goes over the top one way onto Spinks and Apartments, and then even finds Magisk off the back of it as well. So the smoke for Vitality, it looks silly, but a lot of players freeze up there. Samtaeyoung does not. Very proactive move. And that's back-to-back rounds he's won alone on the A site.
Well, that's finally called this Vitality money into question, leaving them on pistols again, allowing NaVi to build even more of a lead if this one goes the way that it should. Got a bit messy over at B there for a moment. Electronic rotated in and ran over all the drop nades, so they had to swap them around. But it's
one for me.
They've been able to kind of reconvene, but still, it's going to leave them a little far away from this A-bomb site right now. Starting to bring Electronic back over on NaVi, and he's going to get here with good timing. Still on his side. They're not out yet. Only just starting to make it down the short side, and Samtaeyoung's got that information. Still, Simple's knocked out of the round. Quick dig from Spinks, and they've even seen Electronic over at Moto. Now, they don't have util to deal with him or nullify him. They do have to fight into this crossfire, and Samtaeyoung, lethal, man. Lethal down in the pit. 3 in the round, and Bit comes in to farm them up. This whole game, you know, NaVi always used to be like a simple and electronic show. This one's not that at all. If anything, it's Samtaeyoung kind of holding back the A executes long enough for Perfecto and Bit to rotate over from B and finish the round. It's a very cool dynamic that we're getting right now, and it's working for NaVi.
I expect to see Vitality save a Molotov or a double nade for this pit now. Like, that's too many rounds they've lost to this position. Those were perfect peaks for Samtaeyoung. Couldn't have placed them better. Even cleared Apex, crouched in mini pit under balcony. And yeah, just provided enough pressure for his team to mop up, as you said. So Vitality, if they want to go A, they've absolutely got to artillery strike that pit. They can't keep letting him get multi-kills. They've tried smoking it, they've tried ignoring it. Neither have been successful. 6 to the 3. And they've got a few Molotovs here to do it. That's a nice sign. But maybe back to this B side for Vitality where they started this game with a lot of success. Even winning ecos. Again, the nades go over. That is only one though. Samtaeyoung. This is a wallbang that he's lining up, in fact. Seen a Liege get away with a kill from that. You can shoot through the corner of the apartments. It looks solid, it's not. Ooh, on the balcony this time. Caught off guard. That flash did nothing. It went behind him. It's not the typical flash they've been throwing for this position either. Goes over Moto. Samtaeyoung easily able to double up. Vitality trying to explode with what was a fake out, by the way. That was 2 players attempting to drop pit, get kills, force NaVi out of B. And now they've got to just go into the unknown. 3v5, a flash and a Molotov, and safe to say Samtaeyoung is back in pit. Oh, he didn't get a flash out. Oh, that's a smoke, Apex.
Hang on.
That's a smoke. No, there's a flash.
Hang on, here we are. He's down, he's down, he's made it.
Oh, disaster. If he got the first flash with the molly, but he switched off it.
Yeah.
Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Very unlucky. That is something that plagues pros, right? To explain that quickly for those who don't know, when you throw a grenade, your gun will pull back out after, right? But it pulls out, not slowly, but normally. If you throw a nade and then you tap one, your gun pulls out quicker. It's barely quicker. It's like half a second quicker, but in Counter-Strike, those little details can make all the difference. So you'll often see pros throw a nade and then quick switch as quick as they can to arm themselves. Apex did it there, but he switched too soon. He throws a flash, he presses one, but the flash didn't actually leave his hand. So if you see players filling with nades and looking like they're trying to throw them but never do, it's actually just a mistake. It's hitting that one key too quick. See it? That's like the most regular mistake that you see at top level CS. Everyone's antsy. Everyone's trying to get their nades out and get their gun out. But it lets Apex down here.
Even that smoke coming in like freaked some Diog out. He's like, what's he doing with this? Like, is this new? Oh yeah, no, that is a frustrating one, Apex.
He knows exactly
fully, I can resonate with that.
Oh,
Apex, man, he's the people's Counter-Strike player.
Yeah. Very visual emotions. And likely verbal as well.
Oh, missed shot for Simple, but Bit here to keep Banana in check, and now even retake util getting lined up by NaVi. What's so impressive about how good Young has been at A is that NaVi, more often than not, have only had 2 players there, and yet A is still off limits. Like, what's that leaving Vitality with? Oh, yay, we get to go into the triple stacked B bomb site instead.
Boost, try it.
Oh! Apex heard you, man.
Okay.
Apex heard you.
Okay.
The people's Counter-Strike player, here he is, leading from the front. Perfecto, gonna do a bit of damage through this smoke. Getting lined up with the flashbang. Beautiful. He's fighting them in the pool. Oh, man.
Grimy.
All hands are off. Perfecto. Sink or swim, and he's nailed the man. He's sunk Vitality's battleship in that one. It's NaVi up on a 8.
That is lovely. That spray was just excellent. He couldn't even see his opponents. He's nailing them through that smoke. Great work. I love the flashback in for NaVi. They keep the pressure on the B side. They didn't want to play a retake round, and it works to perfection from Perfecto. 8 to the 3, and this is Vitality's map pick. Keep in mind, folks, going beautifully well. Live action shaky camera for Perfecto, who's slinging his wrist all over the place, but in all the right places, Harry. Second timeout for the Vitality side. Little pistols. Ooh, I got that. And Titan on the orb for Simple. Is that his? I can only presume. Unless he got it from ZywOo.
No, man, that's mine, actually. I lent it to him.
Yeah, you lent it. God. Nice guy, Harry.
Yeah, well, what can I say?
He's not getting it back.
Electronic over here might get rewarded for this one. Playing around, he was anti-flash to that. Still, doesn't matter. Spinks and Magis coming with a killer piece. Simple has had a pretty quiet game thus far, so let's see. Is this his round? It looks like his round. 2 from it. Spinks will best him. Now down to a clutch of his own. 1v2 to embark upon, and both players are here for NaVi. Both players are here. Spinks might have to go and piece this one together. Right now, that B site is empty and ripe for the taking.
Yes, pick from the fruit tree of B, Spinks. Get that vitamin C. Bit's aggressing. He's going to clear middle. It only leaves apps open, but it will likely activate Bit's rotation. He's going to do it aggressively as well, right down mid to flank Banana. Spinks, he doesn't know it, but he has a free sight. He needs to take it. That smoke going down. They should hear this, and they should begin their rotate. Plant's going to come through now. It's very open. It could be for anywhere. Spinks plays the back of the site. NaVi take their time, picking up nades left in Banana. They've got everything. I mean, they could absolutely blow the lid off of this position if they wanted to. Oh, and they will. That's a perfect Molotov. Spinks is going to have to change spots. It's going to come in. He's got a bit of a pocket to hide behind. He's going to fight from it. Orbit clears it, though. Not falling for it. NaVi find the retake and the round. 9 now. That was only pistols, but it got very close.
What kind of a freak is Bit, like, for throwing the molly, and then he still checks it, like, just in case I've scuffed the molly throw, you know what, I'll make sure he's not there.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty common to see players either sit in that Molotov and swing last second, or just play a little bit wider, or even play on the pillar. So, yeah, it's very good awareness, but it's common that Molly won't clear everything at quad. Because you're also trying to get the other corner. You don't want them hiding back behind the Molly. It's important to boost up. Only headshot angles here. Oh, but he grabs the neck, apparently. Magisk. A big hole in his windpipe.
Just got choked out.
Yeah.
ZywOo,
Yep.
of course, just an absolute reckoning from this guy over. If you're in the apartments, you're at ZywOo's territory, and he just has like +10 attack there all the time.
The old 6.0, the old 6.0 KD.
Yep.
You know, just casually. ADR through the roof, I bet. Got to be plus 100. Simple. Could get flashed here, but it would have to be by dupreeh, so we can hear the click. Likely going to get a dry walk. Oh, dupreeh doesn't know it, but he's backing up into his own death. And Simple gets a step back further. Bomb is B, Apex is A. I don't think Vitality have a chance. Lovely.
Well, ZywOo's going to say if he's been in this spot before. NaVi really starting to feel like the kryptonite to Vitality. I was very optimistic coming into this, because like when you kind of look at the tournament that Vitality have had so far, the numbers are just insane. They really are. Even guys like Apex sat up towards top of the board. Just to give you like the insight on it, ZywOo, currently best rated player from the group. Spinks, second place right behind him. Down in, what would this be? Like down in 10th or 7th?
7th is Magisk.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice little Magisk. I was looking straight at Apex. Down. Sorry, I was going straight to Apex. Apex in at number 10, right? Like, and then it's the thing that's even more insane is like the only player even in the top 10 for NaVi is Perfecto. So, you know, I was kind of thinking coming into this, all the stars were going to align. Vitality are playing lights out Counter-Strike, looking like they're all on the same page. They get into this one. They have a good go at it early on. There was definitely like a kind of tactical back and forth between Apex and Electronic as they were figuring each other out. But that's dissipated now. It's like, you know, Vitality are almost playing defense before they've even got to the defense at this point. They're just trying to not get annihilated in a lot of these rounds, and even then, it's tenuous at best.
Yeah, I think annihilated is a you know, the right term. The right term. It works.
And so much of this, by the way, is just coming on the back of ZywOo having such a good game. Like, A is off limits. How have you been allowed to play 2 at A for most of this first half while triple stacking B, even though Vitality have normally gone A? It's insanity.
And until that round that we just had, Simple's not done anything at A. He's just been getting picked at A. So it's like, yeah, it literally is a one-man army. Bit running through Banana, and oh, it's a double kill for ZywOo on the spray. 2 headshots. Bit gets a taste of his own medicine. Vitality won't be prescribed a B site. They're going to hold off. In the meantime, bit of aggro from Simple. With an AWP, by the way. He's pushed through T-Apps. Apex doesn't know it, but he's about to get real wrecked.
Would this tilt you?
Yes.
Hang on, he just heard the scope. This is so weird now. Like, you never see people fighting down this angle at a minute 15.
They just let him go. They go, screw it. Don't hunt this kill. Let him leave. It's none of our business. But that's enforced B. Oh! Ah! Somehow Simple survives, and he didn't like living. He goes back for more. Spinks doesn't miss twice. Bit of a weird round we've got here from NaVi. After that double from ZywOo, it's all kind of come crumbling down. Vitality just need to group. We keep B on offer with this util, but the bomb's going A. NaVi will figure that out soon. They catch ZywOo throwing utility and realize it's a fake, but the Vitality members are a long way away. Full money for NaVi going into the last round. Yeah. They're going to give it a go.
Plus, like, look at who's left. It's the 2 guys who have closed so many of these rounds. Yeah. It's Perfecto and ZywOo. This terrifying duo that have rarely got to play together, but have always played off of each other in these post-plant moments. Well, now they've got a retake coming up the short side, making a bit of noise. dupreeh dead in the apartments. This was a 2v3 when it all started. Now, even odds. Bumbling a little. Gonna throw Perfecto up on the... He's back on the ground now. Him and some ZywOo.
Good luck.
Might just be best to move in together on this one. Flash goes high. Perfecto moves in. Some ZywOo. It's a lot of damage, but had to go back for the second time. And that's when Spinks was able to trade. So Vitality just holding on with a fourth, moving into the last round of the half.
There's something here, at least. There's something. A chance for 5 will be just enough to at least get in this game for Vitality, but it's safe to say NaVi have come in rip-roaring, knowing how important this matchup is. To put the stakes on it, for those wondering, winner of this game guaranteed to go through in that top 3. If Vitality win it specifically, though, they are top of the group. They are first place. Lovely shooting from Simple, though. He doesn't want to get Vitality into those playoffs just yet. Oh, even goes back for more. Simple. Not unknown to re-peek a little, but he will be put down a peg by Magisk. Orb retrieved by Bit. And Vitality split. It's only Spinks up on the A side. He's got 2 pit players to get through.
It's a lot of individual fighting that's going to have to recover this round for Vitality. The bomb's all the way back in spawn as well. Ooh. They don't even have the ability to really like pick up the pace if they get into a site here. Even just kind of where they're located on the map, with where the bomb is as well, this round is actually even harder than the 3-on-4 looks.
They go pick up that nade back at bottom banana. They can nade Bit again on Coffins. Ooh,
that's nice.
He's fed, but you won't be ready. Oh, something's dead. Oh, nice. Pit will be clear. Let's go Pit. Let's go clear the A site. But Electronic is still sat there stoic, crouched in. And Perfecto's made the move as well, leaving low Bit alone on B. Bit is not going to play into this round in any aspect. Either the round is won or lost on this fight.
And Electronics won his. dupreeh even tagged up in the apartments, dinked by the library player. Suddenly Magis needs to create space, and make space he shall. Running out of time now though, and Bit will play into it. He comes sprinting over from B to seal the deal on an 11-4 first half for NaVi.
Hey Future Pros! In the depths of Inferno today with a util set to take top mid. You will need a smoke, molly, and a flash for this one. Throw the long smoke, get into the corner of the bench, and aim at the top of this white decal. Run forward and jump throw the smoke. Then pull out your molly and aim in the middle of this metal railing. As you jump throw, tap your move right key, as this will allow the molly to land deeper under the balcony. Finally, toss your flash against the wall to push anyone still close to shore back to the side, and then take some space. A nifty, simple utility set, and I'm sure you'll find some success with it.
there is no strong or weak team in our group. It's like it's tier 1 Counter-Strike and anybody can win anybody. This is what I think. Like all of the teams come here to do their best, and you cannot think that somebody is weaker than others.
Well, Vitality fans all around the world have placed a big order on Copium here with a side serving of Zonic's Law, as they're going to need that one to hold true at 4-11 down. This would have to be quite the comeback. NaVi coming into this blazing ahead, looking real good, spearheaded by Sumdai Young. Late activation at a Simple and Perfecto, and it was too much to bear for Apex and the boys on the other side. They now need to right their wrongs in this CT half.
Yeah, I'll have what he's having. It's going to be a long road to recovery, but it all begins with a pistol round as Vitality put 4 strong on the B site. Now, we already talked about this site and the dangers of it with Apex and Spinks combining in that position. Apex 3 and 13 right now. And NaVi with all the nades in the world to get this one going. Simple, of course, granted a P250 with his armor. As NaVi tiptoe their way up top. You would expect an execute on the B site with this much utility. So do Vitality.
Really easy does it in this one, isn't it, man? It's so quiet across the whole map right now.
Do it.
Gonna lob in all the util. This is the beginning of the exec here. Nothing really to slow this down. If you're Vitality, you're kind of hoping they commit to it, honestly, with a 4-stack here. First man spotted it, Spinks. Now they learn about dupreeh. Now they learn about the dual Berettas, and suddenly it's all coming together. dupreeh and the pistol again, looking good. 3 kills from him in this one, 4 in the last pistol. That's 7 in total across both pistol rounds. And he does put one up on the board for Vitality.
4 bullets fired, 3 headshots found. dupreeh does them dirty with those taps. They were very clean indeed. Look at this. Boom. Boom. And then a little double tap on the way in. Boom, boom. Wow, that's one way to get back in the game. Vitality know it. Can ride the momentum off of a pistol round as NaVi do just have pistols in this one as well. No armor behind it. Flash for bit to pop them out through a smoke. Spinks getting curious.
Oh, they're starting to come out now, dupreeh. That was a simple deagle trying to take the pick. Nade might finish him, and it will finish him. ZywOo. Ooh, digged out after the double. dupreeh is here to pick up the pieces. Even had that banana flank really getting activated and stuck in. That's a little anti-eco round that can quickly be forgotten about. Vitality with a 6th, but this is where the going gets tough.
But do the tough get going, Harry? That's the age-old question. Have to see what this rifle round looks like for NaVi. Simple. Now, he bought a deagle in round 2, forcing him to $1,300. So instead of buying AK armor here, he's gone with the MP7. He's got an acquired taste as Simple. It's allowed that util, but it's an MP7, folks. Don't worry, when someone dies, you already know Simple's going to pick up that piece. Oh, and it might be Perfecto.
Well, luckily enough, there might be a Galil banana. Oh my God, Apex full send. Running through his teammate's Molotov, down to 3 health after the nades, and he's still alive. And now he's not. Yeah. Only a matter of time till the util took him.
Does the barrel go through the wall for ZywOo? That's the question. Molly's landed below him. Magist is going to smoke it. ZywOo waits. Anti-flash. Ready to turn back and fight middle. They will fall off. Vitality now concede middle. But at a really good time, this util, the spam, to put NaVi down low. Simple half, bit even below. And Young, a beautiful headshot through the floor to find Magist out from apps. dupreeh wins his fight. He's got to flash his way out of this one right now. ZywOo is in the hall smoke, pushing aggressively, but he's now all that survives on this A site. The timing's going to be great. They're wasting valuable seconds, giving ZywOo position. He's got a free kill on a play. I think they saw him as well, but they won't be able to escape. Now maybe the best bet for Simple is B. He can't get this kill back on ZywOo, and Spinks has closed the gap in middle.
Yeah, but they think he's going B.
Oh.
ZywOo's still going to hang around here just in case, but yeah, this is starting to divide up this hold, and it's going to give Simple a route to get the bomb down. ZywOo now hears this. He knows they've made a bit of a grave error, and Spinks is starting to make a return all the way back down Banana, but this is going to give Simple a chance to reposition, a chance to win this clutch. ZywOo checking the apartments, timing's everything for Simple here, and oh my god, you couldn't have wrote it better if you tried. ZywOo was just holding for exactly this. As he's moved off the angle, Simple's taken it back. ZywOo shot in the back of the head, and now Spinks tapping on this bomb. He's got one more chance to kill Simple, and that's it. That's the round. Sailing on past Vitality. Simple wins the clutch. And NaVi laughing all the way to the bank after that one.
That's why they call him the GOAT. He could not have played that better with the pieces he had, with the tools in his pocket. He played that to perfection, realizing I've got the gap, but also they could be holding apps. They could be waiting for the flank. It's his best play. And instead of aggressively trying to flank the apartments, he waits until he hears them on short and then sticks the knife in the back, jiggle to get Spinks off the bomb. That was a masterful clutch from Simple. No other way to put it. Forget the MP7. Perfecto's death was valuable. It was worth the wait. 12-6 and a crunch round for NaVi to win.
All right, triple B early. Looking like they want to try and retake this top banana area. There's a lot of nice util you can throw in and use that to try and milk an advantage early on. I'll do that now, but no one's here early. Still, it's ground taken, it's position gained, and you had the chance at some good fights there. Apex now lining up this sandbags flash, going to help this player at top banana if he gets pushed. But it's a big if right now, because NaVi have got their sights set on taking top middle.
Vegas in the pit is a good sign. 5 and 12 is not, though. There were a time to have a sick round. This would be it. dupreeh sneaks back through the smoke as NaVi round the corner. Thinks that smoke was probably a fake out. NaVi could go mid to B right now. They've got a great timing on long. No one is looking. Eventually, the penny will drop. Eventually, dupreeh gets set up in the boxes, but he's blinded from apartments, and that gives Bit the pick. ZywOo double up, but just from midi gets one of his own, and out of ammo on this A1S. These deagles do some dirty work. Nice shot from Perfecto, but he's got to go now. An ammo-less gun and a bomb loose. 15 seconds there, certainly close.
Yeah, Spinks could just win the whole round with a good timing up the short side. Ooh, nade, gonna just miss Perfecto. But he doesn't know that this man's crept up short. He could find a timing of his own, but looking the wrong way. Spinks gets that one delivered to him on a silver platter.
Yeah, nice try to even get that plant in that position. That was a really nice setup for NaVi to get in through the site. The perfect spot for dupreeh to hold that from the cold box. He gets full blinded by that apps flash. Still, ZywOo, of course, puts up a miraculous double from the middle of the site and slows everything down, dropping the bomb. No chance for Perfecto to even get a reload off, let alone leave the safety of the bomb site. No safety in sight in this round. Vitality are trying to meander their way back into this map. Slow and steady. Breaking NaVi right back after that one round. fast up Banana, the only utility on the back of Perfecto, and he's dead in an instant. So this round now turns into a bit of a freestyle for NaVi. Wrap it up, perhaps.
ZywOo should be pretty screwed here. One way that he's going to get something out of this is if these players in the apartments like draw some attention away from Magisk. Could work the other way around right now with Magisk really homed in on Boiler. Gives a bit more room to these players in the apartments, but ZywOo does fall at the hands of that A1S. So now it's down to this three-man kind of little walkout. ZywOo's in the right place. Simple caught a stray bullet there. That one wasn't even really meant for him, but it still found him. And that's a very, very quick mowdown out of ZywOo.
Yeah, couldn't have done it better. Keeping it clean on the ante for Vitality. They already cleared that angle, but the second he walks forward is the one that they run. Yeah, just laughable. Go next. Big buy here. Bit not quite as big. Just doesn't have an AK. Does he know? Is he going to go back to spawn? Or is he just going to grab a gun from his teammate? It doesn't matter. There's a free gun at top B, but they don't quite have control. Bit wondering what the hell just happened. Who will buy up a weapon late? But that has really thrown this round into disarray. Spinks, re-smoke speed, keep crouched Apex. They're on the headshot angle. He will survive. That's a bit of a roughie. It looked like NaVi wanted a speedy B round. It will be denied. Not just by their own doing. Reflash for Spinks. He can call for it from the sandbags. On his contact, he will drop back if he survives the first bullet, and he will. Flash over the top. Spinks back for more, and they're blinded off. Perfecto pushed back low, Simple overwhelmed, and Spinks looks solid in this position. 4 kills deep in this round. Can't quite do it, but a damn nice try. No more problems at B, not yet rearing their head, as Spinks puts on a masterclass.
All right, ZywOo's like moving with a purpose right now. This doesn't look like someone who wants to save. In a 1v4, you really wouldn't blame him if those were the moves he were making, but he is starting to lean into the apartments here. Still has that determined kind of feel about him, but he would need to win this first fight, and with that not going his way, wishful thinking, there we are. 9 on the board for Vitality. Okay, an 11-4 half that now starting to close up a little bit, isn't it?
Yes, indeed, Harry. And keep in mind, we already talked about this a little bit, but to go deeper into the numbers, like NaVi in the last, 3 BO3s against Vitality have just won all of them in 2 maps. Like, they have just shredded them. We've had close games, 16-13s a lot of the time, but wins are wins. NaVi never getting taken to 3 maps by. In fairness, 2 of those games were with the French core, with Masutra and the team. And one of them was Backup Blast very recently, Vitality's first event with Spinks in, and already improvements are, bound to be made as we get more officials in. Players like Apex talking in interviews how, things aren't perfect yet. They don't even know their map pool truly. They're figuring out new spots, new roles. And yeah, we've seen great signs from Vitality despite that. They shredded Endpoint. They shredded Nip. They, won a 2-1 over Fnatic. And their maps in that series were dominant for Vitality as well. So all the signs have been great. And that's why this comeback is not out of the window, not out of the realms of possibility. NaVi's pistols back out again as Vitality look for double digits. That nade, it lets you see through it. There's a bug. Magisk playing smart, game breaking, using the engine to his advantage. You throw that nade that way, it creates a plume of smoke, and you can see players through it. Valve, please fix.
It's a feature.
It's a feature. There it is. Farm and Gabens.
Any Gabens in chat? Here's Simple up at top mid. And there's Simple no longer in top mid. Now, here's Simple at Banana. They're going to try and overwhelm. Spinks Apex holds. Spinks tapped out. Apex suddenly responsible for a lot more than he bargained for here. They're going to juggle this gun. on Too Simple with 40 seconds left. They don't look like they want to go B just yet. Willing to explore other options are NaVi. And now starting to move back up middle. Vitality have brought a second player into the fold. Magisk is here now. Over at the long side, he's got Tech9s running at him, concealed by the Moto smoke. God,
Nothing.
damn, Electronic, those are all close, but none make contact.
This is good. Look at the time.
Right up the short side. 10 seconds. You got to be quick here. Electronics on alert. In through CT Sport, but he's gone. Up the short side. They're getting mowed down. ZywOo's blind, but still taking off heads.
Yeah.
And there's the round. Vitality with 10.
NaVi, sigh of relief. Not just for you to catch your breath, but for them to get the loss bonus, Harry. They really needed to die there. That could have gone awfully wrong.
Right. I want to bring up something that Maui spoke about on the desk. He also put a tweet out about it. Maui's very, very good on Twitter, by the way. Definitely recommend that at Maui Snake. But he said this.
Yeah,
he also brought this up on the desk. He said something to look for in the second half is the backup blast, right? 6 of NaVi's 7 T-side rounds were B hits, targeting that Spinx Apex duo. He spoke about it coming in. He's reiterated it over the Twitter sphere. And something that we've already seen is that NaVi don't feel as comfortable going into that B hit, right? The couple of times they tried it, been a bit of a mixed bag. Spinx mowed them all down in that one round, almost acing. In that one there, they did actually deal with him, but they didn't end up committing to the B play. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on, and maybe something that sets the alarm bells off a little, considering they've had nowhere near the same level of success towards that B site as they did back at Blast.
Also not had as many gun rounds here, right? The couple of times they've gone B, Spinx 4K'd them. And then last round, they tapped him out with a Tech9. But still, it needs to be done. NaVi got to get to it. That B site. 3 here to begin. Util has been solid for Vitality. They have been battering and bruising whoever may attempt this position. Perfecto will smoke mollies. It's only going to delay him further, and Apex, I think that is setting up the retake Util yet again. Not Apex, but someone else. Lining up nades. Ooh, Electronic, there was 2 on a plate, and he will take neither. Young chases, though, and catches Magisk running away. They know ZywOo is still here on A. Simple's taking a lot of space, realizing that this was a 3B to begin. Can he find that timing? He might hear these steps in spawn. Apex doesn't know it, but his life is in danger. Young has killed ZywOo. They know it's all B right now, and Simple's made the call. Apex has slipped the net. He's gone past me. It's a 1-1. Back to B go NaVi and Young and Simple just try and pinch Apex in library. It's free, it's done. They should realize Spinx is on that B site. This is a NaVi round.
Yeah, set in stone, really, isn't it?
What a great gap taken by Simple. You see that double lap setup combined with the assault of utility and banana, and for a split second you realize I could go long. Doesn't second guess it. And the round-winning position as Young doubles up in apps in the meantime. Perfect round for NaVi.
Thankfully, Vitality were able to put enough together in a row and save for a rainy day. This doesn't completely destroy them, right? Sometimes you have a game like this where the comeback's looking real hot and everyone's getting hyped up and you're like, ooh, damn, Vitality. Think about if they do pull this back.
Yeah. And then what?
And then, you know, they lose one round, money's broken, that's it.
GG.
Comeback's cancelled. It was nothing more than like a big illusion, you know? But this isn't a fake comeback, or at least it doesn't have to be.
Young's kept it up though, he's sharp. Apex not having a great game here. Got to be said, 4 and 15. Didn't matter as much in that first half, but playing that rotate as well. Just gave up that round to NaVi on the lurk. Perfecto fast up, this time committed. Great flashbang. ZywOo's even blinded. And the nade lands on top too. Will do with the sandbags as Apex still here. Oh, the smoke. Oh, they can go through it. Bit decides against. Perfecto decides forward. And they can't make up their mind. The A4, a bit more ammo for Apex to fight here. Great grenade. The Bits have finally gone through that smoke. And with that triple kill in an instant, NaVi have 1 of 4 teams. Talk about fake comebacks, Harry. It's drawn back under the microscope as these rounds get ripped out of the palm of Vitality.
Yeah, but thankfully they still have money. So
They can
keep
buy, they can
buying.
try, but they will still die.
Yeah, you know, that's a little rough. And, you know, that was kind of the bread and butter from the NaVi T side back at Blast, right? Just those B hits, they hadn't really kind of run one like straight out of spawn, just dedicated, following through with it,
yeah.
and they hit them with it there. Even in spite of like a triple stack with ZywOo, who's, you know, top of the board for Vitality being there, it made no difference. Him and Spinks just churned up. That's the top 2 rated players in the Pro League so far, just dying like it's nothing over at top Banana. And then for Apex, it's like, how can you even really fault the guy? You know, like he's responsible for a whole bomb site, doesn't have the utility to hold them back. It's all starting to fade. He's just trying to take as many to the grave with him as he can.
Yeah, I think even if he plays passive in that position, goes to backside, he's still going to get one for one.
Because that's the thing, he can't afford to not kill anyone. You know, you're not winning the 3v4 retake while everyone else is miles away. It's like, no, you kind of need him to get 3 for 1, and even then you could have made a case for not even attempting it. So
for sure, if you go back quad or dog, considering it's that early in the round, NaVi have all their HEs and all their mollies. Like, you're gonna get obliterated. You have to fight the smoke.
Man, it looks so promising. It looked like we were gonna get the Vitality comeback. It looked like we were gonna get
it's not over yet, Harry.
I know it's not over yet. I know it's not over yet. They have money. They have money, but money's not saved them. Money, it can't buy your happiness, and it can't stop NaVi from absolutely wrecking you.
Yeah, true.
The last timeout called in, Zonic. These are the last words you're going to get to say in this map. Don't worry, they're not. Zonic's fine, everyone.
Gag order on Zonic.
Yeah, this is the last chance to weigh in he's going to have.
Blade doesn't even need to talk. Yep, not his head. Yep, that's right. Close it. NaVi are at the precipice of taking their opponent's map pick in the series and going through to Mirage. Certainly a hype map, nonetheless, but one that Vitality have had pretty shattering results on. Very close losses. NaVi are continuing to dish them out in high supply. Simple this time with the spawn up B. I get that dunk in. Lovely little combo. Dry run by NaVi. And Simple fights in front of the Molotov. He does not care anymore. Just trying to end this one. dupreeh picked behind the flames. Expected a bit more respect, but nothing of the sort. NaVi can chill out. 5 on 4. We got a minute on the clock. Vitality have got nades to burn. They wait for a reaction. In fact, NaVi don't want to wait forever. They know, even with 3 players here, that they have the manpower to break into this bomb site. No lurks needed. Electronic checks the mid flank. No one there. That's assured him. But ZywOo has made the right call. Rotational orb back into spawn. It will be smoked off, but smoke shots can connect. It might come down to luck for Vitality. If Apex and Spinks crumble as they have done, this is game.
Yeah, ZywOo might be here, but there's smokes in his way. See, you're dead on. Spinks and Apex are essentially operating alone in this. They've got to hold on. Apex smoke spammed out. ZywOo, knowing a hero player's got to be made, he's willing to come through this CT smoke if that's what it takes. But now, NaVi are changing the whole nature of this round on the fly. Electronic has sold them down the river on this one. Opening up into the A-bomb site now, leaves the 4v2. And Vitality are just too far removed from A to justify up and leaving this B site behind. They're saving these guns up against 15, and Simple wants to try and take him out of the round. Spinks on the receiving end of that. Simple going on a tear. And if you've got an orb, Simple wants it. Simple can smell it. ZywOo, will he be able to hold on to this? That's the first man dead, but there is still this second bit they never knew about him. Why would there be 2? Why would there be a second man there? And now he's going all the way through the B site. The shark stalks its prey. Blood in the water, and there it is. Scouts out, Bit finds him, and it's 15 for NaVi.
Beautiful work. Absolutely ludicrous display from NaVi. I love that. They know they've got Vitality scared of these BXX, Harry. It's in the back of their brain at all points. And to get that opening kill, settle in for what was supposed to be an execute, and then they go back. Electronic, that was a must-win kill. If he dies there, NaVi were already on rotation. They were already back down middle, but he wins the crucial fight on that re-aggress from, I think it was Magisk. And that's going to drop the round there for Vitality and the guns. No longer the copium of money. They have nothing, not even dupreeh. Dead first again. Fighting deep down B, and NaVi were ready for it every step of the way. dupreeh 0-5 in opening duels in this map. And the captain no louder either. Simple. Back again with a double. And pack it in, folks. It seems like NaVi are here to play, here to take this series away from Vitality, here to lock them out of top of the group.
Yeah, history repeating itself. The back-to-back-to-back B plays just relentless. Vitality's so scared that they would lean in and fight ghosts at B if they could. ZywOo, all that's left to do is the honorable thing here. He's getting flanked by ZywOo. They've got him pinned in, and ZywOo's not content with just tapping him out of the round. He wants to make this embarrassing. He wants to ruin this man's whole career. Knife out and in behind.
Do it.
Oh, wait, ZywOo knows they were trying to knife him, and now ZywOo wants revenge. Still, he's not winning the clutch. He will get spammed out, and there's NaVi 1-0 up now in this all-important series to decide who locks in a top 3 finish.